الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد. Respected viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this new lesson of the explanation of the book of Zakat. In today's lesson we will learn about the categories of Zakat. Zakat is of two types. We have Zakat al-Mal, which means Zakat on wealth. Then we have Zakat al-Abdan, and Zakat al-Abdan is basically Zakat al-Fitr, which is the Zakat that a Muslim pays at the end of the month of Ramadan. So there are two categories of Zakat: Zakat al-Mal, Zakat on wealth, and Zakat al-Abdan, which is Zakat al-Fitr. Now, Zakat al-Mal, the Zakat on wealth, has the following subcategories. Number one is Zakat al-An'am, or the Zakat on livestock. Then we have Zakatu al-Naqdain, the Zakat on the two currencies. And here we mean by the two currencies gold and silver, and that which replaces them, such as cash. The third subcategory of Zakat al-Mal is al-Urud al-Tijariya, Zakat al-Urud al-Tijariya, which means the Zakat on good and merchandise. Finally, the fourth subcategory of Zakat al-Mal is Zakat al-Khariji min al-Ard, which means the Zakat on products from the earth. This subcategory is divided into two other subcategories. The first one is Zakatu al-Hububi wa-Thimar, which means Zakat on grains and fruits. And the other subcategory is Zakatu al-Ma'adini wal-Rikaz, which means the Zakat on minerals and treasures. This slide here shows us the wealth that is eligible for Zakat, because as we mentioned in the first lesson, when we defined a Zakat Islamically, or the Zakat in the istilah, or the Shari'i meaning of a Zakat, we said that a Zakat is Haqq Wajib. It is a right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is obligatory. Obligatory on what? في مال خاص, meaning in specific wealth, which means that not every wealth is subject to Zakat. So the only wealth that the Muslim has to pay Zakat on is what you see in this slide. This is what we call zakatable wealth. Now, there are certain conditions to make a Zakat obligatory. What are these conditions? This is what we will cover in the next slide. The first condition of Zakat is Islam. So, for a person to pay Zakat, he needs to be a Muslim. He needs to submit himself to Allah Azza wa Jalla first. The second condition of Zakat is Bulugh al-Nisab, which is fulfilling of al-Nisab. And al-Nisab is the minimum amount of wealth requiring one to pay Zakat. The third condition is Mudi al-Hawl, which means the fulfilling of al-Hawl. And al-Hawl is the completion period for the Zakat asset, which is 1 Hijri year or 1 lunar year. In other words, the wealth on which Zakat should be paid must be held for 1 full Hijri year. Of course, with the exception of crop, as we will learn in the future lessons. So, what is the ruling on the person who does not pay Zakat? The person who refuses to pay Zakat. The person who does not pay Zakat is committing a great sin, and this sin brings the anger of Allah Azza wa Jal, and this person is putting himself in a very dangerous position. Now, there are two types of people who refuse to pay Zakat. The first one is the one who denies Zakat. This is a person who denies that the Zakat is obligatory, or denies that the Zakat is a pillar of Islam. A person like that is committing kufr, and basically he's going outside of the circle of Islam because he belied Allah Azza wa Jalla and belied his Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The second person is a person who withholds a Zakat because of stinginess. The person who withholds a Zakat because of stinginess but does not deny it, or does not deny its obligation, as Zakat will be taken from him by force from the government. So it is the government who take the Zakat from people and not the regular people. And therefore it is not for the regular people in the street to go and take zakat from people. The ruler of the country will take zakat from every Muslim, and if there is a Muslim who refuses to pay it because of stinginess, the ruler will take it from him. Now, the person who refuses to pay zakat because of stinginess did not commit kufr, but has committed a great sin, and it is a sin that requires a sincere repentance to Allah Azza wa Jal. And with this, we come to the end of this lesson. I ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to make us among those who listen to the word and follow the best of it. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.